So let's talk about gang stalking. Well, gang stalking also includes jobbery. It's a legal term. Snobbery, which is just a term I use. And it's robbery. So yeah, I'm rhyming because I like to rhyme. All the time. Anyways, when you're being gang stalked by your government, you have to protect yourself, which means you need to report and be accountable. If you have nothing to hide, you don't have anything to worry about. But if you're doing drugs or you're drinking or you're beating your kids, that's going to come out in courts. So what happens when the FBI targets their targets that they're targeting? We're targeted individuals. That's what we call ourselves. People who have been gang stalked by the FBI call themselves targeted individuals. I have an entire channel, and you're welcome to look through any lists. If you ask and you comment here, I will open the list to the public. There are thousands of videos of people everywhere who are dealing with this nonsense. Thanks to so much, the budget is so high, and I could do their jobs with a pen, a tapped phone, okay, and a notepad. They don't need the big budgets they have. You know why? They're not doing the right thing with it. If you don't believe me, go watch a movie. It's on Discovery Channel. It's about Martin Luther King's death. Martin Luther King Jr. Day just passed. MLK Jr. Day. Want to know how I know? This is my sweet child's beautiful art project from work. It's all the colors. See? I love MLK. I'm a civil rights activist. But to be a civil rights activist, you have to be correct, and you have to know your shit, and you have to be legal eagle, and you have to know all of your amendments, and you have to know your rights for Mirandizing, and you have to know a lot of things before you can just go out there and tell people what to do. So I'm just suggesting, if you want to help yourself, be your own advocate. Advocate for yourself. Use rigorous honesty. You have nothing to hide, have nothing to hide, okay? What they like to do is they like to shame you, and they like to blame you, and they like to embarrass you, and they like to gaslight you. And gaslighting is a very real, super psychological trick that the government likes to use to stir up the pot and cause things like, I don't know, school shootings. So when I tell you about gang stalking, I'm telling you from personal experience. I've been dealing with it for 5 years. There's one and only agency, bureau, that is in charge of my case because of the jurisdictional issues. And that is the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Okay? The reason I know this is because numerous times I've fallen into what's called entrapment. And numerous times I've paid, and paid stands for pitiful and incomprehensible demoralization. I paid the price for all of the crimes that I ever committed. I paid $20,000 in fines. I paid by going through 3.5 years, because it was COVID, of family court. What's going on is systemic corruption. It's not racism. We're so far past that. We're politically correct, all of us. It's not a war on race. It's a war on class. You need to understand your rights if you want to get through this. So I'm telling you seriously, know your things. Know what you're talking about before you go and TikTok and conspiracy theory it all up, okay? Be a critical thinker. That's what the CIA calls people who can think critically. It's just another tool that they use, and they use it properly. You know why? I respect my federal government. I'm a patriot, and I'm a damn good patriot. I've done a lot of things for this country nobody is ever even going to know about, probably, because I don't trust anybody at this point. So ultimately, it's going to make you super paranoid. It's going to make you super crazy. Hold on, okay? Hold on tight and know your rights. If you go to a hospital or you go to prison, comply and be a good soldier. Okay? Just consider it drilling and filling yourself. It's hard. It's hard to deal with a gang stalker. And it's hard to deal with a fucking lifetime full of narcissists. So, I'm going to drop 5 minutes every day. Just going to get you guys out there and hear me out, you know, because this is the only platform I trust, and it's the only platform I have. And I have 2 beautiful children. They're special needs. And I've almost lost them numerous times to mandated reporters. They have far too much power and they don't know what they're doing with it. Okay? These people that say they're doing it for the kids, they're not. They're doing it for their own selfish reasons. Narcissism, sociopathy, and Machiavellianism is called the dark triad personality type. If you're an empath, or you're a sensitive, or you're a drug addict, or an alcoholic, or a disabled person, or a veteran, they don't respect you. It's all about respect. It's all about respect. Give respect, you get respect, right? Love thy neighbor. Do not bear false witness. It is a sin. It's a deadly sin to bear false witness. As a matter of fact, it carries a crime of 1 year in prison and like $10,000 in fines. So if each and every person who's involved in gang stalking were to be held to the accountability that I've been held accountable for because I'm poor and oppressed, then you would know. That's a scary thing to be facing. Thank you for letting me share my experience, strength, and hope here. Please don't call a person crazy. Dave Chappelle says it's dismissive, and I love that. I've been repeating it for days. It's amazing. When other people talk, I hear them. And you gotta get yourself some help. If you're out there and you're drinking and drugging and abusing, you gotta get help because you're vulnerable and you are a target and you're not crazy. Thank you.